It's Valentine's Day, and Valentine's means love. Let's talk about love. Love.
3 kinds in Scripture, which
Yes.
I think is a good way to start, maybe a good way to finish. And those three words are
Phileo, Eros, and Agape. Filial love may remind you of the word Philadelphia. Phileo is what, Richard? Define it for me.
it's like friendly love, mutual. Like there's things about you that I like, and there's things about me that you like, and we kind of have like the same teams, the same sorority, fraternity, the same work. It's best friends, yeah.
So it's not just somebody, it's not just like your work buddy that, you know, hey, how are you? Good to see you. That's not that filial love. Filio, Philadelphia, brotherly love, means that maybe the people in your group in the military.
It's like, yeah, okay. It's like when you're hooked together by something, and that is a mutual kind of a bond.
Yeah. It's kind of working towards a common goal, pulling in the same direction.
Okay.
You care about each other. It's
like
not,
members of a football team, cheer squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. Book club, maybe that you've had for years. You know about each other's business.
Some of my motorcycle buddies and stuff. You know.
Completely.
I would help them. They would help me.
Yes.
Okay. One of the types of love that's found in Scripture is called eros. It's a selfish love. It's a love that it's for myself. I want whatever you have or whatever can be found, but I want it for me. If it benefits you, that's okay, but what I really want is for me.
So would this be like lust?
Lust, yes.
Okay,
yeah,
so I
very good.
want you, I need you, I will do anything to have you.
Yeah, it's...
even if it's not in your best interest.
It's almost like an addict. Like
interesting, okay.
But it can be perceived as love. A lot of teenage boys will be completely in eros with a girl.
And girls.
In love
Yes.
with a girl.
Yes.
And he'll say it's love, but he has 1 or 2 things in mind. And that's completely for himself. And if it benefits you, that's fine. But what I really want for is me.
Okay, and this would this be whether it's 2 young girls or 2 young guys or whatever, would this be when adults say to kids, like, you're too young to know what love is? Is that what they really mean? Like, you're just in eros right now, you don't really know what it means to do a sacrificial love?
Yeah, and I don't really think you can when you're real young. I don't know if you have the brain, your brain is
fully developed prefrontal cortex.
You're like when you're 2, you know, you're crying and or 1, you're crying because you want for yourself.
Okay.
You're not crying for any other reason other than you scared me, or I'm hungry, or I'm wet, or I'm sick.
I have needs.
That's kind of eros, and then you mature into a phileo, into a friendship love.
Okay.
And then there you have the ability to be in a love that we hardly ever talk about in the United States.
So Liz, there's, come this way just a little bit. There's several times of love.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it hits you like a train.
You want to get your love on track and get it going. Good Lord. That was traumatic. And the damn thing stopped right here.
The second time that's happened. I don't know why you would stop right here, but you know, love's crazy like that too. We started with eros, which is a lust, a need. I have to have it. I'm going to take it.
I love you for what I can get out of you.
Yes. And then filial is a deeper connection. It's more than just casual friendship. It's and it's not really like full family love, even though it means brotherly.
It's a strong bond, but there are limits.
Yes.
Okay.
It's what you'll do for a teammate.
Yeah.
Perhaps. And maybe even like military unit together, maybe that even transcends filial to something else, because you're willing to...
And you're willing to give your life, which is the ultimate gift, but there's still things that you wouldn't do. But
the last type of love is called agape.
it's such a broad, I mean, it's such a, I want to say broad kind of love, but it's really pretty piercing. I mean,
It's complex.
okay, not broad, complex. It
talk with my
needs to be,
hands.
yeah. It involves loving your enemy.
Say more about that, because that's really hard,
because that's
right?
ones tend to ignore. It's in the red, folks. Love your enemy. What kind of love? Is that eros? Is that phileo? Is that agape? Oh my gosh.
So that means that if there's somebody that I disagree with politically, I still have to love them? Because it's in the red, right? In the red. What does in the red mean?
So what is the love that you're supposed to do to them?
That I want what's best for them. And I'm willing to work for it, and maybe even sacrifice my own to my enemy.
Moving on.
You like to look at my face? Like, it's hard. It's easy for me to do it with you, but my enemy? What if it's somebody that's like come after me, like on a job or a sibling or something that they've hurt me? I'm still supposed to love them?
Agape means I will love you even if you killed my child. Yeah. So more about these different kind of love. There's a, what's that magazine? Is Al Capone?
And this was just here.
Okay, so Al Capone, no agape.
No agape. No agape.
Mostly eros. I want for me whatever you have or whatever I see, I want for me. And if you get hurt about it, when I obtain it, I'm sorry, but I want that.
Maybe not even I'm sorry. I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
What about phileo? What about that mutual commitment?
What do you think? His team members?
I think maybe his mafia family?
Yeah, team members.
Let's talk about different kinds of eros, filio, and agape. Richard, what's the first thing when I say to you eros? What's the first thing you think?
Erotica.
Sex. Sex. Can you have eros love for somebody and not have sex?
Oh, sure. Yeah. You better be able to.
Okay, so you better be able to. We talked about a few minutes ago the idea that you're too young, you don't know what love is. You can definitely know what eros is. And that's kind of when you see somebody that you're attracted to, that's not love. That's lust. That's eros, right?
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing, that little kind of a flitter in your...
Right here for me?
Yeah.
Your chest is fluttering?
Diaphragm or whatever. Yeah. My flitter was somewhere else. But what is that? What kind of love is that?
That's that eros, right? That you're just attracted to somebody. They touch you, you touch them. There's a physical manifestation of that desire.
Yeah, there's something chemical going on
there.
There is. When you're, what is it, when you're 11, 12, 13?
Your sexual awakening? When you go to a Rick Springfield concert?
What's the...
Puberty?
What happens, though? What is happening to your body?
Trauma?
God damn it.
I don't know what you're wanting from me.
What happens? What's the chemical change in your body?
You're going through puberty. You're starting the estrogen, the testosterone, all of that stuff. There's physical, and that's how you identify a potential mate.
Okay.
It's a very biological, and we've taken it to an intellectual level, an emotional level, but it's a very basic biological drive. We are driven to procreate. That's how the species survives, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's go somewhere else. Think about the TV series Band of Brothers. That's one of my favorite things in the world. Saving Private Ryan. That's one of our favorite movies that we watch every time it's on. And what you're willing to do for your brothers and sisters in the military, what you're willing to lay down your life for them, literally.
But
yeah,
even in the ultimate act, I would say that's not ultimately agape. Because you're not willing to lay down your life for your enemy. You're laying down your life for your team.
Okay.
So there's some eros, a lot of phileo in there.
Okay.
Maybe just a brush of the best kind of love, except you'll pop up from this stance and put a hole in the head of your enemy.
Which is what you're supposed to do in those situations.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's your job.
That's what I want our Army to do.
Yes, that's
Navy, Air Force, Marine.
Yes,
Coast Guard, yeah.
All that stuff.
And we're very appreciative of that. And there's ultimate sacrifice. However,
it's not for your enemy too. I'm struggling with this loving your enemy thing.
Everybody is.
Man, because I really feel called to love people in the way that Christ wants me to. But like, if I'm a let's go Brandon person, I gotta love Joe Biden. And if I'm a Democrat, I gotta love Trump. What do you do with that? What do you do with people that have hurt you and you're still supposed to love them? Can you love somebody and not like them? Can you love somebody and not like them? Is that like love the sinner, hate the sin? This is hard. So we're going to still be working on this because love is confusing and love is wonderful and love is difficult and love is important. We talk about love wins and love is love, and depending on who you're with, if that's okay or not, and is love your enemy business. We're going to keep working on it. We'll keep talking about it. Love your comments. Make sure that you like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. And we'll see you soon. Love you.
Love you. And I love you. Agape. Phileo. Eros.
All that good stuff.
All that good stuff.